on, hip. I need a hip replacement is more than I am hip. Let's hear it for Ryan, your MC. Come on. All the comics, you guys, let's hear it. They've all been out here just entertaining. Let's hear it for all your comics. Come on, keep it going. Let's go. We got the last comment. And most importantly, let's thank the people who make this night even better. Let's hear it for your waitresses and your bartenders, people. Seriously, I've been watching this. This is a miracle. Look at this over here. This is just her drinking, right? Is that just her? Look at it. Jiminy crickets. Yeah, that's it. Put the Perrier bottle in the front. It's got vodka in it. We all know. Anyway, I don't know if you heard, my name is Joe Dalo, right? It's a simple name, Joe Dalo. Now, it's really hard for people to just call me Joe. Nobody ever calls me Dalo. They all call me Joe Dalo. Joe Dalo. Even when I was a kid, growing up, the teachers would say to me, they go, Billy, Sally, Mary, Jack, Joe Dalo. You're all going to detention. Joe Dalo. You know why it is? I figured it out. It's because my song is kind of like, my name is kind of like a song. It's very musical. Like, you can sing my name. Listen. Joe Dalo, Joe Dalo, Joe Dalo. Joe Dalo. Huh? Everybody. Joe Dalo, Joe Dalo, Joe Dalo. Joe Dalo. Oh, that's so nice. Let us try just the virgin ladies. Joe Dalo, Joe Dalo, Joe Dalo. Joe Dalo. I'd like to talk to you later. How about all the men with the big penises? Joe Dalo, Joe Dalo, Joe Dalo. And I'd like to talk to you too later. Now my name will be stuck in your head. You'll be driving home tonight like this. Joe Dalo, Joe Dalo, Joe. Apparently you're jerking two guys off while you're driving. To each his own. I'm an Italian guy from New Jersey. Thank you. It's very funny when you say you're Italian and from New Jersey. It's like telling somebody, hey, could you please do your best Tony Soprano impression for me? Could you please? I'm Italian, I'm from New Jersey. Oh, really? I was hey, yo, ah, bing, bang. It's like the last of the nationalities you can really make fun of, right? It's because we'll kill you if you fuck with us. That's fine. Italian guy. Now, I'll tell you something. Growing up in New Jersey, and I've been living here for 15 years, I have finally figured out the difference between New Jersey and California. The seagulls. Fuck yeah. Let me tell you something. The seagulls here on the West Coast, you go to a California beach, those seagulls are beautiful. They're white and fluffy, little fluffs of gray. They're vegan, they're liberal. They'll take a selfie with you. Oh, sure. You go to Jersey, seagulls have stains on them. Nasty things. They got like tattoos on a wing, they got a pack of cigarettes rolled up in the other, half a beat, hypodermic needle for a peg leg. They'll take your fucking wallet. Could have been my relatives, I don't know. I have three older sisters. Yeah, fuck. Let me tell you something. Italian, too. That's like, it's like The Godfather meets the Witches of Eastwick. Fucking nuts. My poor father, I was fourth. So that means he had four women in the house with him for 15 years before I came along. He just looked at me like this. I'm out of here. Worked every day, 7 days a week, 10 hours a day. For his own safety, I think it was. But the crazy thing was, he'd also drive an hour back and forth from work, which was really crazy because it was only like 3 miles away. My mother, whew! Italian woman. Can I tell you the funny? I got to tell you the funniest story about my mom. I never told this story in this stage this evening. So my mother was really sick, right? But she was a funny person. And this was one of the last things I ever saw her do. My mother was insanely funny. Swear to God, this is just... She had a walker, right? And she would walk from the bath. She'd have to go from the bedroom to the bathroom. She has a walker. She come out of the bathroom, kitchen, she starts heading towards the bathroom. Just about here, she stops and just rips the loudest fart I've ever heard in my life. She just, without missing a beat, my mother turned, looked at me and went like this, turbo. Yeah, she was cute then, but as a kid, she was a terror. Because my mother's Italian, right, So she was the disciplinary of the family. Ooh. See, she had 3 girls. She got a wooden spoon. That's what she would stir the gravy with. Who's Italian? We got Italians in the audience? My people. So only these guys will get this. So when we were having dinner at 3 o'clock on a Sunday for some fucking reason. Right? Why? So she had a wooden spoon, but she would, and the thing is, Italian women are multitaskers because they'll take that spoon, they'll stir the gravy, they'll offer you the gravy to taste, and then she'll smack a kid with it like that. And let me tell you something, it was a wooden spoon when it started, but you break a couple of those, by the time I was born, it was the metal spoon. Yeah. She thought it was like Kill Bill getting the big sword from the master. Oh, there you. But the thing that was crazy about it made a distinct noise when she would reach in the drawer to grab it, right? Because you knew you were in trouble as soon as you hear the clang, 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 clang. Whatever you're doing, you stop. Whatever you're fucking doing. Let me tell you, that was loud too, because you could be like 6 blocks away causing trouble, and you'd hear that shit and stop. You'd be like, all right, Billy, let's take the firework and stick it up the frog's ass, and clangity, clangity, clang. Run, Billy, run! Married, I gotta say, I think I'm lucky because my wife's wonderful. She's amazing. Seriously, she's incredible. I just say that because she could be here tonight. I'm not sure. Just covering my ass. I'm lucky too because I didn't get married till I was in my almost 50. Because I'm 53. I know. I look awesome. I know. And but I knew it was going to work. I don't know why. Because I'm telling you, the first girlfriend who's here married the first love they've ever had? Oh, let's give him a big How many people here just want to fucking? Did you meet her parents? Of course. Was it a good meeting? You met her? Obviously. How long have you guys been together?
35 years.
Holy mackerel. High school? Look at that. See, the woman I was in love with, I was really young. And the first girl I ever fell in love with, I should have known it was over the day I met her parents. Weirdest fucking story ever. This is just crazy. So I go to meet her parents for the first time, and you got to imagine, as a 17-year-old kid, I had everything you could need to be a total dork. Like glasses, braces, pimples. So I'm in love, and I think it's great. So I go to meet her parents for the first time. I walk in the house, and her mom's at the sink, and she's like, Mom, this is my boyfriend. I'd like you to meet him. And she turns around, and she's like, oh, hello, Joe. It's so nice to meet you. Joe Dalo is so nice. What my girlfriend failed to tell me was her mother was sick as a child and was paralyzed on one side of her face. Fucking tell me this shit! If you had a claw coming out of your head, I would fucking warn people. So like an asshole, I do this. Ah! Now I got no choice. I gotta stay like that so I don't look like an asshole. So I'm like, ah! Hey, it's nice to meet you. So then I get out of there. She's like, oh, Joe Dalo, go meet her father. He's a wonderful man. I don't know why she sounds like Mrs. Doubtfire. I don't know. And So I go in to meet her dad. Now, her dad was really strict, big guy, right? Worked at an iron factory or something fucked up like that. And so I go in, I'm kind of scared, right? Scary, right? Wasn't it scary meeting her dad? So he's sitting down, he's reading the newspaper, right? And he's like this, and I come in, and he's like, Dad, this is my boyfriend. He's just like, oh, so you're Joe Dalo, huh? And then he just gives me a thumbs up. And I'm like, oh, this is much better. I'm like, nice to meet you too, Mr. Stevens. What my girlfriend had failed to tell me is that her father had 4 of his fingers severed off in an industrial accident. And he wasn't trying to shake my hand. He was just handing me what was left to shake. I don't know what to fucking do. What do? I don't know. Fist bump? I don't know. Thumb war? 1, 2, 3, 4. At this point, I just didn't know what to do. I just grabbed his thumb and I just started doing a sawing motion. I was pissed. I looked at her. I go, am I going to turn the corner and you got some like headless midget dwarf grandmother with a fucking half a peg leg? Warn me for this shit. Oh, there's one. Thank you. But I am lucky. My wife is fucking awesome. I mean, she's just incredible. She didn't come in, did she? You know what she does to me now? She doesn't like the Waze voice. You know the voice? We all use Waze, right? Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with those people at Waze? Well, she hates the voice, so she turns it off. She goes, give me the phone. I'll do it, just with it. So my Waze directions goes like this now. Oh, make a left here. Says to me, you know what? You're starting to look a little tired. Why don't you start using cream on your face? I'm like, cream on my face? She goes, yeah, it'll make you look younger. Put cream on your face. I'm like, okay. So I go, I go into the bathroom and I think to myself, women, why do you have so many fucking creams? Jesus, God, how many parts of the body are there? So she says, I go in, I find one, it looks French, it's expensive. You flip it over, it's like $35, $40. I'm like, oh, this must be good. I start using it on my face. La clavage, I don't know. So I use this shit for a week. I don't look any younger. About a week later, she comes out of the bathroom. She goes, hey, are you using this cream? And I go, yeah. Yeah, you told me put it on my face. I'll look younger. She goes, you use this cream? I go, yeah, it's French, expensive. She goes, idiot, it's cleavage cream. It's cleavage for between your breasts. Did you know they had cream for between your titties? Did you know they had cream for between your titties? Men don't have this shit. We don't have taint cream, do we? We don't have any weird shit like that. Let me tell you something. I wore that shit for a week. I did not look any younger. But guys could not stop staring at me. She keeps talking about, you know what she wants to do now? She wants to go to Australia. Let's go to Australia. Dave was up here. Remember Dave, the little Australian guy with the tiny legs? Remember him? I wouldn't fuck with that dude. You know why? I will not go to Australia. You know why? Everything kills you in Australia. Do you know there's a Netflix special? You know what it's called? Things That Kill You in Australia. There were 10 episodes. 4 fucking seasons. How much shit do you need before you leave? Let me tell you something. If there was a show that only lasted 15 seconds, said things that could kill you in Pasadena, I wouldn't come to this fucking gig. We have a dog. We have this wonderful dog, little thing. It's a half Shih Tzu, half Lhasa Apso. It's a shit's a Lhasa at this one. How you get 10 pounds of shit out of a 1.5 pound dog, I have no fucking idea. It's so fucking tight. If you give it a 10-inch bone and it doesn't finish in time, 2 inches stick out its ass. So I go, the little thing's getting sick. We got to take it to the veterinarian. I bring it to the veterinarian, and we bring it into the veterinarian, and the veterinarian gives us this really bad news that the dog is really sick, and it's going to need an operation and stuff. Now, that's not the bad part. The bad part, when the weird thing was how he told us. Because he came out and he went, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Joe Dalo? Yes. It seems like your Shitsalotsa is going to need a $5,000 operation to save its life. Or, and then it hits me. Or means if you don't have the money, you put the dog down, right? Yeah. Now, first of all, why was there a number price? Was it like a bidding war all of a sudden? Am I like, oh, $5,000? How about I give you like $700? I keep it for another month. Like, and only veterinarians could say that, right? Or. Like, a regular doctor cannot walk out of his examination room and be like, listen, your grandmother's going to need a very expensive liver transplant. Or. You're all going to look at the older people a little different now, aren't you? Speaking of accents, I got to say one thing. I took an Uber here, and I hate, anybody an Uber driver, by the way? That's right. Listen, the way it's going right now, we're all going to be fucking Uber drivers. Soon there's going to be no more we're all going to be Uber drivers sitting in our cars waiting for one of us to fucking call each other. But I get in, and the guy he's got... You know your choices, right? Basically, when you get into an Uber or a Lyft, you have two choices. Either the guy's going to act like he just fucking robbed a bank and he doesn't want to talk to you. Like, nah, where you going? Nah, don't look at me. Or he doesn't shut the fuck up. This guy didn't shut the fuck up. But he had a British accent. Right? Everything's a little bit easier with a British accent, right? Kind of forgive it. But then as I'm sitting in the back playing Bejeweled, he said something that threw me. You all play Bejeweled, right? So we're just driving along. And he said, oh, hello, you're Joe Dalo? Get in, Joe Dalo. Oh, it's so nice to meet you. It's so wonderful that you can take a ride with me. Oh, are you here? Are you in local? You're here on vacation. Oh, I'm a local now, I guess you could say. I've lived here for 5 years. I absolutely love Southern California with its sunny beaches and its palm trees and the seagulls. It's so wonderful. And oh, the winters here are so much better than the winters where I grew up. Let me tell you something, nothing colder than a winter in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Hey, Chuck. If you're originally from Minneapolis, Minnesota, why the fuck do you have an accent? Oh, that. Well, I took a few semesters at university in London, and I guess I just picked up this accent, and I never got rid of it. No, I forget I have it. You're a fucking asshole. You know that? Fuck do you pick up an accent? I picked up an accent. Has anybody ever met anybody like this, by the way? Have we all had that person? What the fuck? How do you pick up an accent? All right? And I can't get rid of it. It's not like an STD. It's not like you go down on the wrong person, you come up and you're like, oh fuck, I've got a British accent. Oh no, what do I do? So fucking stupid. And you know what pisses me off? It's always Americans that get British accents. You know this? Always Americans that pick up the British accent. You are never going to go to London, jump into a cab, and your London cab driver go, oh no, who, me? No, I'm originally from London, but I took a couple of semesters at Staten Island University, and I picked up this accent. And an STD. You guys have been great. I've been Joe Dalo. Thank you.
Joe Dalo. Are you fucking kidding me? Wow. Let me tell you, I got some other guy, he's as sweet and he is funny. Give it up for all the comics tonight. Hey.
Thank you.
We're going to be here on the 23rd of this month. Come back and see us. God bless you guys. Take care of yourself. Come back and see us. You guys all. Have a great night. Drive careful. Get home. Thank you so much. Oh, comedy.
Hi. Do you need something?